Welcome to a series of podcasts from Viewfind. Today's topic is Google Plus and whether it still has relevance in the market. We want to understand whether it has completely failed or people are still backing it big time in terms of consumers. So Flynn, what do you think is the status of Google Plus these days?
Okay, so there are sources, like there are many people who say that Google Plus is already dead. It's only the funeral that's left.
Okay.
So, yeah, now why the reason why Google has fallen is kind of an anomaly because the one big thing which any social media wants is traction because that is social media, like lots of people communicating together. And Google Plus had that. So Google Plus is basically every users who were in Google were almost already in Google Plus, and they had a huge number of people in the social media, and yet they failed. And this I think it's because firstly there was already Facebook and they were doing the same thing, but they were doing it in a much better manner.
And
Secondly,
also the network effect of having your friends and colleagues send messages on Google Plus never really kicked up. I mean,
yeah. They
never
created
really
this
kicked.
system called circles, right? So you could post any content to only one circle, like specifically to one circle. So making the quality of content that circle receives is much better, much relevant to that circle.
So that was more like a cross between Twitter followers and
Yeah,
Facebook friends.
exactly.
But this time it's a circle.
Yeah.
Why didn't it catch on? I mean, Google has all the infrastructure. They are a technology company.
Yeah.
They probably know a lot about people than any other company out there. So where did they go wrong here?
No, that was maybe not the mistake of Google, but it could have been something that led to the downfall of Google. That is the people who commented on things, the people who created the network effect, where it did not have a big demography. That is like, say, for example, you're talking about a car. In Facebook, they talk about various things regarding the car, like the color, the design of it, and some guy would come and tell it's just ugly. There'd be a lot of hatred going on. But in Google, it was more like a very technical discussion. They talk about the engine, and that did not create a big enough widespread demography for some reason.
But haven't they integrated Google Plus with YouTube, and YouTube comments kind of show up on Google Plus these days?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. That's
So
true.
I mean, YouTube isn't going anywhere, and there is no significant competitor for YouTube anytime in the future. So don't you think like it's too early to set the funeral pyre for Google Plus?
Okay, yeah. So right now, Google Plus, what Google Plus is basically what Facebook or Twitter was, and they are like the grandfathers in terms of social media age, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So they basically copied something that's pretty old at this point of time, and at this point of time, what people wanted was something lesser.
Something lesser.
Lesser, yeah. So something lesser meaning from Facebook, for example. The best thing about Facebook at certain point of times were memes or some funny pictures.
Okay.
And one social media took only those good things and made it into an entire thing. So when you open the app, you only see memes or pictures of funny things. And that was Instagram, for example.
Okay.
Yeah, and Twitter was a totally different side of creating some kind of a trend, like a constant hashtag system,
Okay.
right? And this one, Snapchat, for example, for that matter,
They
it
call
was-
themselves the camera company. I don't know
Yeah.
who isn't a camera company. News agencies are camera companies.
company.
Nice facade to put on, but whatever works.
Yeah, what made Snapchat work, for example, was Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or anything, but it's kind of guilt free. So when I say guilt free, it means that you put up a post and within 10 minutes it's gone.
Wait,
Or
isn't it like 24 hours?
24 hours, 10 minutes, whatever it is. Like, or when you open it, one time you see it and after that it's gone.
Oh, you can post anything you want, and people won't be able to.
View it again. So
I think people have circumnavigated that, and they kind of post all their posts on Instagram, and that kind of stays forever. Isn't
Yeah.
that the case?
yeah, that is the case, but in
They themselves as a platform don't curate all the content for a long time.
content, right. What they created was every one of these companies created something really unique, and that is what people wanted. So this uniqueness was so good that people got addicted to this platform.
Yeah.
And that addiction is what made the social media company successful. For example, even Reddit, for that matter,
Yeah.
they have this
Reddit
very-
is still going strong, I believe.
yeah. Reddit is growing at a pretty good rate.
Okay.
So their system is creating this really weird system of conversation from any topic.
Yeah. They're in the space of Quora, isn't it?
Yeah, they're kind of in the space of Quora.
Okay.
So yeah, as long as you create something unique that people really love, that's when your social media is going to be successful. And Google were not able to do that. They created Circles, but what do you get out of Circle as a person? So
It
that
didn't catch
wasn't
on.
right. Yeah,
That's what it-
that didn't catch on.
Yeah.
Right.
So at this point in time, the verdict on Google Plus is still not out. I would not bet on Google for anything, especially things that have network effect. Network effect is a big part of the picture, and the fact that they've integrated Gmail account with G Plus, Google Plus, and Google Plus account with YouTube. YouTube isn't going anywhere, so they still will be relevant for a very long time to come. So I don't think it's a good idea to just call it off, because you create profiles and you create profiles on Google because a lot of people have email accounts anyway. So those email accounts to a public audience is Google Plus. Yeah, the public version of your Gmail account is the Google Plus, which is what I mean. If you're starting a new social media company and you wanted to have a lot of followers and you already have a mail system that already works, web mail system which works. So the thing is, web email is not social media, it's one-to-one connection. So the things that you make public from that will be what we call a social media network. And I think they found out a shortcut to have lots of users right from the get-go, but that didn't turn out into a tsunami that could take in lots of more people.
Yeah. So they missed the important ingredients which were required.
Okay. Do you see any other players, any other companies which are new, which is in this space? So we didn't talk about Pinterest at all.
Pinterest, yeah. Pinterest is again image like they
You
do
store
what
you store
Instagram
images.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're pretty much like Facebook. You kind of store and
Curate.
put pins on things that you like, but I don't think they're doing anything different. But the fact that a bunch of Facebook people created this and it's still relevant.
Yeah.
Last time I heard it's still the top 50 sites in the world. So that's a grand accomplishment of sorts.
yeah. So is Tumblr, for example. It comes
Yeah,
in the same
Tumblr.
page as Pinterest with videos.
Tumblr, if you have Tumblr, then you'll get Medium into account, and Medium is growing heavily, especially in the tech world.
Yeah, true.
Let's see how the social media landscape plays out in the near future. For now, that's a wrap. Thanks a lot for listening to us. I hope you come back again for more podcasts today.